long. Head of lands onto 2. Flash Shield comes out of Xiaoya. He burns his Ghost as well, trying to chase down Taeyun. Gets the Zap Slow that cleanses the slow, but Taeyun's going to fall to Climber. Can Monkey and Vampire try and trade this one back out? They're just going to club their way through, but Xiaoya is just too powerful. Karis comes in a bit late, nearly finds the trade onto XQW. He's going to flash to secure it, but will he pay with his own life? No, because Vampire gets the Hammer Pulverize back up, and now they have Xiaoya pinned. Even when you think W are down, they're just too good in these skirmishes. 3 for 1 to grab up Feats of Warfare.
What is going on? We're having...
And it was Taeyun later on the Varus, and now, I mean, a 2-0 rise out of the early game. That's like a dream scenario for any game later.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially mid lane like Vines, right? You want that one of those early, you have to 10 really fast. They're gonna take that one.
Oh, the realm open. Yep, Karis is the first one with ultimate up. They've got a 4 versus 3, and Xiaoya with no summoners is easy pickings. Karis going on a killing spree. WWE looking deadly.
Karis is absolutely smurfing that early game. He's actually sacrificing lane to get double kill and grabbing 3 kills for himself as well. And again, Ryze is sort of a farming mid laner that actually buys components that don't necessarily result in a lot of pressure in the early game. You know, you're going towards the Run of Ages, you get the tier early enough, and then uses Sasa right here together with support, trying to gain some control to the top side, both the Hayden effectively for you. Trying to gain some sort of control over on the top side of the map for LGD to get to the void grabs as we're seeing right now. And including the mid laner, look at XW. He shot down that bot lane, Sancho gonna respond. As he's transferred over to that mid lane, he's gonna push that in. Very well easily, TP down bot, and again, we have Sire take that mid lane.
LGD, we have 4 members up here from the top side, and Climber does finish off the Grubs. 3 Grubs picked up. Break down his Vampire was kind of held at bay well by YCX and Joshua, so
Hold up, Karis
is playing with another level of confidence right now, using his early game realm work to try and pick off Sasua, which is the hardest target to really go through this healing. The main damage is really prospering, but Vampire is going to fly in, not before we get the kill from XQW over on to Karis. So what does this fight look like without the Rise? Well, it looks pretty damn good with Taeyun here. Grand Starfall comes in. Hello, Climber from the heavens to try and save it, but that Blade Caller from Taeyun makes sure it's another trade. Taeyun, though, has to be left by Vampire in the 1v1. They always fight when there's something to gain, but these, WWE especially, they're just fighting to fight, no matter what timers are up across the map.
I feel like that's the case right here. That's why we asked for WWE to clean up their access a little bit because going into playoffs, especially when teams can choose their opponents, and you go like, W's first looking at you, AL looking at you, they're like, oh yeah, W don't look very coordinated, right? As I'm saying that, they're trying to walk into this river. Not a very easy task because they do not have a lot of setup for it.
Winning on Vampire directly with the timer for to really be unleashed, as there is the snap coming out from Xiaoya. Pops the Zeri ultimate, he's got to run away from Monkey, who has him staring him down in the face. Climber in the background picks up the dragon, but Vampire is going to land the stun onto the slippery YCX. There is the Blade Caller Feather Storm combination from Karis. But it's the Zeri. Xiaoya still firing away with these saps of lightning, and alongside Climber making a deadly duo.
There, but there is enough CC on our side that I could beat down that Orianna and punish. But right now, you're still stuck on the tops of the map, and as you can see on your mini-map, Vampire is going to stick around, going to put down some vision. And let's see if LDG can actually punish a very mobile carry such as Orianna. It doesn't have their flash available either. As what was a little bit of a movie fight, level 11 for that Sion.
Yeah, they're just having fun with Sasua's playground. So like,
this must be so silly, right? Like, you see that you're hitting each other, but you don't see the HP bars really move.
Just making sure that like you guys still can't do damage, because they're like a little. Are you worried at this point, trouble in that matchup, that you just don't stop, you don't do damage anymore? You gotta make sure like it still works, right? Like I'm not bugged. I am causing damage with this Sion.
I'm hitting this Sion. Surely it hurts.
Surely, right? Surely it's doing something to these guys. At the very least, mental and wage warfare. We'll have to see if maybe Monkey swings over as the best substate target this entire game. By the way, is just gonna be Sakura. It's gonna be taking member. So I want to applaud LGD. We didn't point out too much in draft how they actually punished the Trundle subjugates. Here we go, W again. They're looking to find win. They are really late to this play, but I like this TP on XQW. He sidestepped his double onslaught, but he is as doomed as possible. In the background, you saw a Climber use that Grand Starfall to get out on the map right now. WE Monkey made the call to blast down a tier 2 turret, but then Sasuke's like, no, they're not getting away with this. We can't let them. He TP's directly behind them. The Karis has his own TP. The playpen will not stop the realm war, but you know what does? Clamor's stunned. So Karis goes down. Monkey's getting slowed up. He quits the flash, but Xiaoya over the wall, going toe-to-toe, not afraid of the ice troll himself, and Monkey has to back up to the tier 1 turret. Xiaoya playing a different level of confidence right now, and he's trying to carry his squad home to even the series up 1 apiece as they take the gold lead back.
Towards that bot side, Sasa no TP as well. This is going to be a 4 versus 5 for LG.
WE, you gotta make this dragon count because you are gonna sacrifice at minimum a turret's worth of gold, and Sasa's looking to push for even more here. Like picture, you can see that top lane tier 1 go down. Another good trade for LGD. That's just the second Ocean Soul. It's actually XQW that stun locks Bees. He gets caught out by Vampire. Using the shockwave to try and buy some space with the Seraph Shield. Is going to slip back under the tier 1 turret. Vampire might have thought W had a surefire kill, but now the heating up turret's doing so much damage to him.
Oh, Pantakills
Actually, pop the Unbreakable will. Oh, good call out there, Trouble. Good use of the observers. Here comes the 7-1 Climber on the Pantheon, flying in for his 1v1 against Monkey. That one feels personal, but so does that hit from Karis. Pushes too much damage into the face of XQW. Next to fall is YCX. And Climber just can't get close enough. He has to flash forward with the lightning crash out of Xiaoya. How much damage can this Zeri get? 0! Taeyun flies on in behind the feathers to fight. Prior, rough go of it. Split 2. Mention Renayo. Coaching staff had confidence in this, one of the other young prodigies in the jungle. Now he's showing out with Vampire. He's had some weary engages on this Alistar before, and now he's showing it as he delivers the shockwave of destiny coming out from XQW. And look who's untouched in the fight. It's Xiaoya running wild with the lightning crash, looking to pick up all the kills. It's a defensive realm warp just to save Cube and Karis. LGD are coming back with a vengeance in this series.
Absolutely fantastic aggression right there. Again, no flash onto Taeyun means that it's very, very difficult to walk through choke points, to try and walk through your jungle unattended, without vision. They find target, they execute target, the mid lane tower almost goes down to XQW as well. It's going to be 1 or 2 hits from the 80 carry. The Pentakills going over to LCD, and they're well and truly got also no carries in the top of the map. Vampires around.
Oh, here's the Grand Starfall. Karis, Realm Warp is up, but he knows the stun will kind of cancel it. Waits for the first stun to come across from Climber. Karis kiting back pretty comfortably. His Cube and Vampire in. Down goes Climber. The 8-1 Pantheon off the board. So on turns to Xiaoya. Trying to keep that lightning crash passive up. Great double charm quickness coming out from YCX, and Taeyun will pay the Pied Piper. And look who's flying back in after it, Sasa. But it's a bouncy house next to the Alistar and the Scion. Xiaoya doesn't have the lightning crash anymore, so he limits his damage, and he doesn't have enough to kill off Cube. We go 1 for 1, but a big shutdown off the board for LGD.
Taeyun's also maybe will be so point. WE managed to contest that one and take it for themselves. A lot of crucial ultimates missing, particularly Zeri, Rakan, Pantheon on the side of LGD, and WE are looking for a way into this room.
They don't have a lot of reliable ultimates themselves. No unstoppable onslaught. No subjugate just yet. They don't have the round warp. Between kind of W want to try and make the comeback. They're down 4K gold. There's this double onslaught. Great play place used there from the Yorick of Sasa. Now they're going to actually try and burn through the Scion. Vampire flies in the background as well. Karis in the stasis as Climber tries to hold the front line. And there flies in YCX. Gets the knockups, gets the charms, and just wrecks the fight for LGD. Sure, you see Monkey pick up the dragon to get to Soul Point, but at what cost, WE? Because Climber is on the hunt, and there's nowhere for Karis to hide. Just really trying to run away, but the flash raid actually really well mastered, and holy moly, how does Karis get out and kill Xiaoya?
Karis weaves the thread right there.
As we pointed, as the Rock WE has been shaky on the Saya, leading the team with 6 deaths in this one. LGD, they know these fights are still pretty close, and there's a win con and Ocean sold up for WE with so many were showing God side. I love this call. He was looking to burn through this Baron. They don't need to worry about Cube. He's just an easy side piece to push off to the wayside. YCX will fall. That's LGD with Baron onto 4 members. Can they get out? Xiaoya has a flashback. What a 3-man shockwave coming across from XQW, but Xiaoya gets stunned up. Monkey out to the side doesn't have the damage to finish him off. And look at the Zeri run wild. The electricity in the arena on the rift for the LGD AD carry. He's got the triple kill. Is he going to go for the superstar play? No. Temper your expectations. LGD, they have the Baron. Maybe Xiaoya wants it. You can see it in his eyes. He wants to hunt for these last 2 kills. Taeyun and Karis are having blinking health bars, and the main goal on the other side is Sasa, who is running amok in the base. Trouble. Sasa might just end this game because Karis and Taeyun will not get back to base.
Yeah, XQW sort of stopping 10 seconds from Monkey. I don't know if you can stop it, but Xiaoya and XQW are looking for the kill right here. Vampire is up, Monkey up in 2 seconds. Can he take every single tower? Sus is gonna back off. He already took.
Such a steady performer for LGD in spots when they were able to challenge some of those now group ascent teams from Split 1. They made competitive series. It was awesome in group Nirvana, one of the best marksmen we had in that single round robin. Awesome to see that motor is still going at max speed with how much this play-in series has at stake for LGD.
I said this was going to be a 3-0 from WG, but LGD are so you know,
right.
already having to commit this ult. And only a Nexus itself standing between LGD and their first victory here.
Oh, YCX gets the 3-man charm down, and once again, guess who? It's Xiaoya trying to be the damage dealer. We do have Vampire flying to knock him out, but now Xiaoya has other priorities. The Nexus, no, he's just going to knock down all of WE. It was a one-sided bout.